What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Gear Reserve. Today we're going to be going over some utility knives from WORKPRO, and I think these might actually be some of the best bang for your buck utility knives you can find on Amazon. All right, let's jump right into it. You have this more base model version over here. This one's coming in around 10 bucks, and then you have this G10 model that you can also get with aluminum scales, and it's coming around $30 to $35. I think right now you can actually find this one on Black Friday for like 28 bucks, but there's still not much of a deal on it. This one, if you buy it in a single pack, it's I think $10, or you can buy it for like a pack of 3 for around $10 to $15. And they also have upgraded this model now where you can get it with the G10 scale on one side, and I've heard that this kind of alleviates some of the issues that I have with this one. First off, let's jump into the more budget version of the two. This utility knife's only about 5.7 inches long when it's fully opened, and only about 3.3 inches long when it's closed, and it's only got a width on it of about 1 inch. This thing only weighs about 53 grams or 1.87 ounces, so it's super lightweight. You don't even really notice it when it's tucked away in your pocket. This is coming in at full stainless steel. It does have a button lock on it. This is like your opening mechanism, so it's super fidget friendly. It does have a deep carry pocket clip on it, although I do wish it was tip up. I am a big fan of the simple blade removal system on this thing. As you can see, you have a little tab here. It says push up. You just push up on that, the blade slides right out. As you can see, I have a little gunk on this blade. I was using this to remove some of the baseboards in my bathroom and the drywall. I'm doing a kind of a renovation in my bathroom right now, so it did hold in there nicely. I did never find the blade slipping out or any problems with that. The only big negative I have with this one is just it has a pretty bad rattle on it, but I have been told that has been fixed on the more upgraded models. I think the model with the G10 on this part of the scale, maybe that issue's been fixed, but it's not that big of a deal for such a cheap tool. A little bit of a rattle, you won't even notice it when it's in your pocket, or if you're actually trying to use it. It's just like a personal preference thing with me being an like EDC guy. All right, now let's jump into the more premium version of the two, and if I have to admit, my favorite version of the two, now that I have this one, I don't know if I really recommend this one as much. This one's coming in at only about $30, but for just that little bit of a price jump, you do get a lot of upgrades. For one, this thing just feels a lot better in the hand, especially with the G10. You can get this in an aluminum scale, but I opted for the G10 just because it is a utility knife. I kind of wanted that grippiness if I am using this thing in like a hard use scenario. This one also has a pretty decent pocket clip on it. It's not as deep carry as I would like it, and I would really like it flipped up here so it was more of a tip up carry. That's just what I'm used to on most of my EDC knives. This one is also going to come with a little stack of about 10 extra blades, so you got to also think about that when you're figuring the price on this thing. It does have a thumb stud opening mechanism, and I believe this thing is on bearings because it's super smooth, very drop shutty for just like a little $30 knife. This one is right at 6 inches long when it's fully opened, or 3.5 inches long on the closed setting, and still only about an inch wide down here, and only about half an inch thick, so this thing will really disappear down in your pocket. This thing only weighs about 2.8 ounces, so about the same as any lightweight EDC knife. This thing only has a thumb stud on one side, so it's only going to be right-handed operation if you're using it with a single-handed operation. If you're using it with your left hand, you're probably going to have to use both hands to open this thing up. The big thing on this one is it does have a titanium headpiece here. My favorite feature on this tool is actually the blade removal system. As you can see, it's got this little lip right here, so you just pull that thing up, the blade slides right out. To put a new blade in, you also just lift the tab up, slide the new blade in, and there you go. And I've actually shoved it in some boxes and twisted, trying to see if I could get this blade to break out, but it actually seems like this little mechanism really holds this thing in there nicely. There's not any rattle on this one. The blade doesn't rattle. Of course, if you force the blade, you can get it to wiggle around a bit, but when you're actually using it or shaking it around, the blade has no movement in it. All in all, I think both these tools come at a great price point, and if you're interested in seeing more gear videos like this one, then go ahead and check out this video here. If not, I'll catch you on the next one.